Hello, my friend. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna Stashkina, and in this tutorial we are going to talk about wafer paper and making no wire wafer paper flowers, because I know for some designs you would prefer to not to use any wires or toothpick, anything like this. So today I'm going to teach you how to make beautiful white pearlescent wafer paper flowers without using any wires. So let's begin. Okay, so first thing what we need to do is to cut our petals, and I'm going to use wafer paper. This is single thickness wafer paper or 0.27 millimeters. You can see one side is shiny and the other side is bumpy. It doesn't matter. For this method you don't need to pay any attention to what side you're going to use. And what I found that if you're going to make your wafer paper flowers, here's the sizes I'm going to use. Firstly, I'm going to cut my large petals. You can see that I have this basic template, and I'm going to take 3 layers of wafer paper, roughly 2¼ inches by 1¾ of an inch, and I'm going to cut basic teardrop shape to create my petal. So these are going to be my large petals. For my medium-sized petals, I'm also going to take 3 layers, because I find that it's easier to cut 3 layers at a time just to save time when making your flowers, and you still have these clean edges. And same for my small ones. Now that I have my petals, I'm going to prepare my mixture and my former or something to dry my petals on. I'm going to use this silicone bumpy sphere mold. I have them in different sizes, so I'm going to use this size and maybe smaller one for smaller petals. And to condition my petals or to make them soft and pliable, the easiest way is to just use acetonic mixed with any color you want. I'm going to take my acetonic. This is a glycerin-based conditioner. You can download the recipe in the description. This is my basic recipe. And because I wanted these flowers to be pearlescent and wedding inspired, I'm going to add airbrush pearl color. So here is my mixture, and to shape my petals, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my petal, dip it in my mixture, remove excess moisture and place it on my former. You can see, because wafer paper softens when it touches the conditioner, it will take on the shape of the former. Here again, just dip, remove the excess and place it on top. Here's my middle size petals. I have this large former that I will use for my large petals. And same for my small ones. You can create as many petals as you would like to, especially if you're going to make more than one flower. And I will set it aside to dry for maybe 15 minutes up to half an hour, depends on your humidity. Another option, if you have any petal veneers you wanted to use for your wafer paper, you can use your veneer, dip this petal in the same mixture, and place it on top of your petal veneer. If you wanted to make sure that you have all the veins and you see all the textures, just take a clean makeup sponge and gently press down with your sponge. So now you can see I have my petal stuck to my veneer. I will set it aside to dry as well, and then I'll show you how to assemble the flower. It is dry to touch. You can gently move your petal veneer and remove your petal from the veneer, and you will get all these beautiful textures without any worry of your wafer paper melting. But it takes time for wafer paper to dry on a veneer. And same for your silicone formers. You can see now this petal is dry and I can gently remove it from the former and I have this cup-shaped petal. So I've made a lot of different petals in different shapes, and you can see some of them are textured and some of them are just from our sphere veneers. And I have a lot, and because I used my Wafer paper conditioner and not just alcohol, even after they dry, they still soft and pliable, and they will keep their soft and pliable shape for a long period of time. So it's a nice side to have. Next step, to assemble our flowers, we need to create a base. I'm going to use a craft punch. You can just cut by hand. I need something smaller to get me started placing my petals. This is 1 inch or about 25 millimeter size. And to put my flower together, I'm going to use the same mixture that I have we used to condition. You can use water, Wafer paper glue, something to stick everything together. I'll take a small brush and a few large petals I want it to be is my base. If you see that your petal is relatively flat and you want it to be more curly, you can take your brush or a pencil, something, and help this petal to become a little bit more curly or cup to your liking. So here's about 5 of my large petals, and I have my base. I will apply a little bit of moisture just on the tip, remove the excess and stick it to my Wafer paper base. You can see when you're going to apply just a little bit of moisture, it will be much easier to stick the things together. But make sure that you do not have any extra water or conditioner on your petal, because this will take longer to dry. And my last petal somewhere in here. And then I want this flower to be more cupped. I will find a few petals that are rounded like this, maybe something like this. You can see that the placement will give me the movement I wanted to have. A few more petals in medium size. So I have this flower already. And I'm going to place maybe a few shaped or like textured petals in the middle. And if you wanted to reshape your petal, you don't like how flat it is, or you want to give it a little bit more movement, apply a touch of moisture, this conditioner, to your petal, and then you can safely twist or cup or reshape it like this. So again, just a small amount of moisture, and then you can give it a new shape. So you can see this flower comes together relatively quickly. I didn't like this shape because now it's a little bit too square to my liking, so I definitely would like to add one petal here and one petal here on the sides to make it more round or flower-like. And another large petal on this side. So now I like it a little bit more. I will probably place another petal in the middle here and curl a few of these textured petals, almost like a rose petal, and place it in the middle. And now I have my beautiful flower. You can see how pearlescent and textural it is, and it's very flexible. So if you're going to put it on a cake, it can be easily adjusted when you're going to place it a few flowers together. And if you wanted to leave it like this, you can totally leave it like this, or I'm going to add a center and I'll show you what I use to make edible centers for flowers like this. So I found this lump candy, my local Asian store, but I will put a link where you can buy them online. And they look like large pieces of sugar or gems, and I'm going to use maybe just one, depends on the size of your flower, and color with the silver dust. And to color my center, my sugar piece, I'm going to use a few drops of alcohol. You can mix your petal dust or metal dust with oil if you don't want to use alcohol. But I'm going to create this paste and color my sugar with this edible silver color. So you can see it looks like a gem or some metal embellishment. You can use gold or any other color or just a pearlescent color if you wanted to keep it white and you don't need to add any accents. And to place my decorations inside and attach this beautiful silver gem to my flower, I'm going to use a touch of piping gel. And I will need a small amount of piping gel in the middle of my flower to make it sticky. And then I'm going to place my decoration. And now I have my beautiful flower. You can see it's shiny, it's pearlescent, you can get all these textures, and we didn't spend any time or extra special tools and materials to create this beautiful flower. And you can tell that it stays soft and it stays pliable, and we didn't use any wire. So I think this is a beautiful method to create edible wafer paper flowers and using sugar gems or any sugar pearls as your center to place it on your wedding cake. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you like it and you learned something new. And if you like this tutorial, give me a like and subscribe to my channel. It helps a lot to share my love and passion for wafer paper. And I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Bye bye.